Hi everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood TA here with Cassie, our dog, who is clearly very happy to be in this situation. Come here, sit. Hey, Cassie, sit, sit. Thank you, thank you. I want to introduce Cassie at the top of this video because you're probably going to be hearing from her quite a bit in the background on these lectures and things like that. So this is her cute, stupid face, and you might hear her rattling around and that kind of thing. Okay, you want to get off? Do you want to get off? Okay, here, you can get off. Okay, come on, off. Oh, thank you. Okay, so I wanted to just check in about the expectations as we move online, and kind of talk a little bit about what kind of the new format is and that kind of thing. And I just want to say at the top here that when I talk about the new format or the new expectations or anything like that, this can all change as we go along. This is just the plan right now. And I expect this will probably be kind of fluid. So, feedback is always welcome. So with that, I'm just going to go ahead and flip you around so that you can see my screen here. And okay, perfect. Let me get this stuff out of the way. All right. So I just want to point out a couple things to you on Husky CT. So here we are in the class, and of course there's two classes. On the course content, everything is still organized by lab, just like it was before. Now at the top of each lab will be an overview document. And what this document will do is that it will basically just lay out what the expectations are for that week. So essentially, what are sort of the goals, what to do, what are you expected to do, with kind of the overview stuff. Now, this won't be super detailed necessarily, like if there's an assignment, you should go into the assignment for a lot of more detail, but it'll be sort of the overview of what's expected week by week. Also within that lab folder, there'll be the slides from what I would be presenting in lecture, as well as an accompanying basically screencast of me lecturing. And if there's any sort of activities or anything, that will also be in these lab folders. Now, if I can also take you back to the course content, if you haven't already seen it, I did update the syllabus, which I went ahead and pulled up here. So the syllabus has been updated. All of these highlighted parts, these are the parts that are new. So if you just want to make your life easier, just go ahead and check out just the highlighted parts of this. Clearly, some things have had to change, like we're not going to do any kind of an in-class presentation. And in general, I'm kind of trying to think about how to make the course a little bit, in some ways easier. I mean, in some ways trying to make sure that we're still getting the learning objectives that we need to get done, but also doing it in such a way that allows more flexibility for everyone's sort of personal situations. So take a look at that. What I've also added is this course calendar. This essentially has all the same information that the syllabus does, but it's maybe a little bit more fine grain in terms of individual details, sort of day by day. So there's two tabs here. There's the March tab and the April tab. So you can just see sort of day by day kind of what's due, when you can, for example, expect to get things from me. And if things change, then I will definitely update the syllabus, but I will also update this calendar. So definitely make sure to check that out. Okay. And then the last thing that I've added is that on the discussion board here, this was previously empty. We weren't really using it before, but now I've posted a couple things. So first I want to talk about the collective FAQ. So it's blank right now, but this is a forum where you can go ahead and put questions that you have that you think are somewhat general questions. General meaning it's not specific to your group. So questions such as, I'm having problems opening up this file in SPSS, or when is this thing due, or what's the difference between materials and methods, materials or measures in your method section, something like that, that you feel like other people would benefit from this answer as well, go ahead and just put it here. I will be checking these very frequently so I can answer you quickly, but also then other people can see the answers as well. Of course, you can still email me. That's totally fine. But the point here is that this is sort of like our online equivalent to being able to ask a question in class. Everyone benefits from the question asker and the answer at that point. And then just in case you thought I wasn't a crazy dog lady, I have posted what I'm loosely calling a coworkers forum, which is just a place that's a little point of levity in everything. I would highly encourage everyone to just post your new coworkers at home. You know, your cockadoos, your kittens, your pets, your hamsters, whatever they may be. So I of course have put a whole thread of my dopey dog looking dumb. Here she is in a Princess Leia costume, which she was clearly thrilled about. And this is of course my best wedding shot ever. So anyways, feel free just to kind of post lighter things on here. It's really just supposed to be kind of a more fun place for us to kind of go when we need a little de-stressing. Okay, so all of that is kind of the rundown of changes. I think just a couple sort of ground rules as we move to online. Communication is going to be really, really important in this case moving forward. Here, maybe I will make my face bigger again. Okay, so communication is going to be really important moving forward. Definitely be checking your emails. Make sure you're responding to me. I'm of course always on my email, so I'll respond to you. So if you have any questions at all, definitely feel free to email me. We can schedule a time to video chat. And we're also now doing virtual office hours. So everyone should have gotten a link to a Google Calendar repeating invite. And within that is a Google Hangouts link that you can click on at 2 o'clock or between 2 and 4 o'clock every Wednesday. And I will just be on my computer waiting for someone to come talk to me. So if you have any questions, come virtually pop by at that point. Definitely lots of ways to connect with me. Also expect you to keep up the communication with your group mates through all of this. They're still going to be kind of a really good source of support for you and everything. And then just, please be wearing clothing in your meetings with me and your group mates, shirts, etc. We're still a work environment. And keep any sort of forum posts clean, please. Like, these are kind of the things I don't feel like I should have to say, but you hear horror stories. I think that's about it. So I'll stop rambling now. And if you have any questions whatsoever, email me, find a video chat time, send a carrier pigeon, send a smoke signal. We'll figure it out. Thank you, everyone. I really hope that you are doing okay where you are. I hope you're staying healthy. I hope you're staying sane. I hope you're getting outside whenever you can, washing your hands, and we'll get through it. Okay, thanks, everyone.